Okay, so we're going to try to videotape some of these lessons to see how it goes, see if it's something that I can use as a tool for later. So we are on lesson 54 in Saxon 7-6. So this is for McKenna and Avery today. We're going to be doing 54, 55, a test, 56 and 57 this week, and the time test. You guys are going to turn in your stuff to me on Tuesday. All right, so we're going to start with this concept called reducing by grouping factors equal to 1. McKenna and I already did a little of this tonight, and it's doing problems like where they write, you had a few of these in previous lessons, and in the past you have multiplied the top. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 5 is 60, and then you've put that over 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, and then reduce that, which is 60 divided by 12 is 5. Okay? So that's kind of what you've done in the past, but we're going to do it shortcut is what this lesson is teaching us. And the shortcut basically says when you have the same number on the top and bottom, you can they cancel each other out, or they basically become 1. So remember our answer was 5, because I'm going to show you the shortcut. Well, I'll put 5 over here just so we can test. Okay, now if you notice, I've got pairs of 2s and pairs of 3s. And the way the book writes it, if you look at it, they put a picture and say that equals these all reduced to the number 1. Same thing on top and bottom. So basically these are all 1s with a 5 left over. And as we said, that was our answer. So if you cross everything out in pairs, you're going to have simplified down to something very easy. So let's try it. Let's do another example, like reduce 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 over 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. And this is example 1 in the lesson, okay? So I see pairs that I can cross out, and I just go like that to cross them out. Those pairs, these guys don't have a buddy that's exactly the same, so those stay, and I have that. So this problem reduces or simplifies to 2/3, and that's your final answer. Not too bad. So the book now is going to be talking about dividing fractions, okay, right here. And the way they divide fractions, they have a little bit of a description, and the way they would say it is like example 2. It says, they like to say, how many, which I don't know if I would teach it this way. How many 1/2 are in 3/4 or 3/4? 3/4, okay? How many 1/2 are in 3/4? Well, if we asked how many 3s were in 12, you would do 12 divided by 3. Okay, so it's the same idea. What this really means is 3/4 divided by 1/2. Okay, and the trick to doing that, always, is when we have a division problem for decimals, we want to multiply by the reciprocal, I'll say it and then I'll write it, the reciprocal of your second fraction. I'm also messing with my focus here, so bear with me. Okay, so instead of this, you're going to do 3/4. Notice that these guys, the first one never changes, exactly the same. But we want to turn it to a multiplication problem. And so when we divide, we multiply by the reciprocal. What's a reciprocal? Do you remember? It's when you flip the fraction. So when you multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, so when you divide, you multiply by the reciprocal. And you guys know how to multiply fractions. We always multiply straight across. Okay, so what we would have here is 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 1 is 4. So you get 6/4, and we always reduce. And we could reduce it to 3/2, or and then put it into a mixed number, which is 1. 2 goes into 3 one time, with 1/2 left over. Okay? So, oops, sorry, you couldn't see that. All right, so that's exactly how we do those. That was example 2. So let's go ahead and do example 3. And they ask us how many 3/4 are in a half. So how many 3/4 are in 1/2? Now you could think of it this way, well, the book, I can't even draw it very well. The book has drawings of fractions, and that's beyond my drawing ability, but I'm going to show you just what this means. How many 3/4 are in 1/2? That means 1/2 divided by 3/4, right? So if we're going to divide by 3/4, we just do that same rule that we just did. We do 1/2 multiply, so nothing changes here. This we now multiply, and then this is, in order to do this, make it legal, we flip this one, or the better word is reciprocal. Take its reciprocal, and then multiply straight across. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, and that reduces. Half of 4 is 2, and half of 6 is 3. And there's your final answer. We are dividing fractions. So exciting. Okay, and then the book, that was all their examples. The book gives us A, B, C, 4 practice problems, which are fairly simple if you just follow those exact rules. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn off this video for lesson 55, and then start her up again for that was lesson 54. I'm going to start it up again for lesson 55 and go from there.